drug user and all, going about and just beating random people just because he's a drug user. This is very wrong. These incidences, these brutal incidences just shows that, how unprepared and the lack of knowledge that we as a society, especially with Meghalaya.
This is not the way we actually handle drug users.
It will only defeat the very purpose of us trying to tackle the menace of drug trafficking.
Maybe once we find out where this happened, who the perpetrators are, we will take legal action. There's no doubt about it.
These things will keep happening, and if there's no one to stop this, it will go out of hand.
Because this is not us versus them. This is not government versus the people. This is the people with us together tackling the menace of drugs.
Social media platforms, especially among users in Meghalaya, are flooded with videos from Shillong showing drug users being physically assaulted on the streets of the capital city by unidentified individuals. These videos have raised serious concern and drawn condemnation from several quarters, including civil society organizations, urging legal action against those involved in such vigilantism. Speaking to EastMojo, East Khasi Hills Superintendent of Police Vivek's Aim said that such actions make the problem of drug usage worse.
Though, notwithstanding the fact that drug usage and the effect of drugs is a menace in society, but I would like to highlight out here, this is not the way we actually handle drug users, because this can be very counterproductive. Assaulting them will just only hide the problem. They would go underground and we will not be able to address the problem. Once things go underground, then the epidemic of HIV also will rise, and health workers and NGOs working in this area will find it very difficult to treat the drug problem. And if we come across, especially this instance and all that, maybe once we find out where this happened, who the perpetrators are, we will take legal action. There's no doubt about it.
So do you feel that there is a need for the police to come up with an advisory? Hence, they'll feel that, okay, there's going to be stringent actions against us if we tend to take law into our own hands. But right now, because these such assaults towards drug users has been going on for quite a while, and it's only now that when several videos are emerging, then it's where we're hearing, that sort of action will be taken. But however, there's sort of, do you feel that?
You see, awareness programs have been held from time to time. I think these assaults just were recent assaults only. This is also a fallout of certain incidents which happened in Shillong, which we're investigating, and we'll bring out the facts of the matter. And once the investigation is complete and all that. But there's no need to panic and all that. Drug users should be looked upon as number one, as people who are suffering, and though a lot of things, the fallout of drug usage cannot be controlled, we need to arrest them. If you apprehend, please hand over to the police and all that. We will train to actually handle drug users and all that. The courts will not accept this kind of extrajudicial kind of activity where people will think that you beat them, scare them and all that, they will change. No. Drug users will be drug users unless they are treated, unless they come out of that habit through treatment and through prolonged attention. This is not going to change.
Barry Leslie Kharmalki of the Meghalaya Users Forum said beating drug users shows society's lack of preparedness to deal with addiction.
These incidences, these brutal incidences just shows that, how unprepared and the lack of knowledge that we as a society, especially with Meghalaya, that we have, it shows that we are not prepared, and we are not, we lack we lack the expertise to deal with such situations. The only situation we have right now is to push and to beat the marginalized community. We tend to marginalize them more, and See, beating is very easy, but solving the problem, the drug problem, we would need more robust kind of mechanism. Beating people will not solve anything. So this shows that as a society we're not really prepared. We lack the knowledge of how to handle these kind of situations. We are going 20 years back. This remind me of incidents like Manipur, Mizoram. 20 years back, we see this kind of incidents. We hear this kind of incidences where it happened in Manipur, the beating, the flogging, the shaming, and so we're sort of going backward instead of forward.
He also warned that such vigilantism could provoke retaliation from drug users that may escalate into open conflict.
Right now, public health responses like needle syringe exchange program, the uptake of opioid substitution therapy, and people who are trying to access ART HIV medications. These sort of programs have been affected right now. People, these drug users are not willing to come out of their house because you being a drug user is already a very scary thing. You can get beaten up any time you want. So let's hope with the commitment from the police that they're able to sort these things out. We have also filed an FIR. I think three groups have already filed an FIR. We are requesting the police to kindly take a sumoto on this, to take a call on this. So we will wait 2-3 days. Let's see what happens. But I think the state should take a stronger call on such kind of because these things will keep happening, and if there's no one to stop this, it will go out of hand. Right now we're having the vigilantes beating the drug addicts. I'm just worried that what if these people start retaliating, so there will be an outbreak of war right here between the vigilante group and then the drug using community. So we're just scared because as of now it's scary because these boys are thinking of retaliating and all, just because he's a drug user and all, going about and just beating random people just because he's a drug user. This is very wrong. This shows that our society, the moral decay is it's really a very sad state of affair right now.
Meanwhile, Social Welfare Minister Paul Lyngdoh also criticized the attacks, saying they undermine the state's fight against drug trafficking. He urged communities to work with authorities by joining village defense parties instead of taking the law into their own hands.
See, this kind of activism will not help. It will only defeat the very purpose of us trying to tackle the menace of drug trafficking. As you can see, the ANTF is now a totally dedicated police force led by an SP with its own vehicles and trained personnel. Areas which have not been covered by them in the past, for instance, the cantonment area, Yodo, our ANTF guys are there almost on a daily basis. And for somebody to actually physically go ahead and catch hold of suspected peddlers, that itself is illegal, and it also risks the health of the person who actually can come into contact with contaminated syringes and stuff like that. And I would again appeal, as of date, we have just 11 VDPs in Shillong, a city that has now a population that has crossed 5 lakhs, close to 6 lakhs plus. So for a population of 6 lakhs to have just 11 VDPs, because we need information sharing. We need, and we have also the DREAM mission. And recently, you might recall, I have visited the ANTF office, and we have given cash incentives also to their personnel, 10,000 rupees per volunteer, which has not happened in the past. So these are major initiatives. Through you, I would appeal to the Dorwashnongs to come forward, take advantage of the offer of the state government, because this is not us versus them. This is not government versus the people. This is the people with us together tackling the menace of drugs.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to EastMojo. For any queries, put them down in the comments section below and press on the bell icon for notifications.